Hi, nice to see you. Have you ever wondered how the background can completely transform a photo transfer? In this video, we're going to put it to the test. We're going to transfer the same photo onto 3 different backgrounds to see which one creates the most stunning effect. Basically, to see which one looks the best. So stick around to find out which one works the best and maybe discover the new favorite technique along the way. Either way, I think it's going to be a fun video of creating something artistic using our own photos or images and a few different backgrounds. So if these sound interesting to you, come join me now in my studio and let's see what happens. Alright, so first let's choose the photo we're going to transfer. We're going to use a black and white photo today, and it's always a good idea to choose a nice bright photo with a good contrast. It will make the transfer a whole lot easier. And speaking of easier, I would normally use a laser photo, but today I'm going to use an inkjet printed photo in order to speed things up. And we're going to print it 3 times. So next, let's choose the surface we're going to transfer our photo onto. I hope that's correct English. We can transfer it to wood or canvas. And I was even thinking about transferring to one of my journals. But I guess it will be easier to compare the end results if I just transfer to paper. And I think it will be fun to just transfer to beautiful watercolor paper. Like this, it's very beautiful watercolor paper. That's some nice paper here. Yeah, I think it will look really nice on this kind of paper. As you see, I just collect them. I love watercolor papers. However, watercolor papers can be quite expensive. So a good way of saving some money is to buy them in a large sheet and cut them down to the size we need. Okay, so now let's begin our first transfer. And the first background type we're going to choose is going to be colorful papers. So you can basically use artist or scrapbooking papers. You can even use magazine clips. But I'm going to use my own monoprints, which I've made using a gel plate, and also hand-painted papers, which I painted with stamps, stencils, brushes, and rollers. I have so many papers here. Okay, so now that our first background is ready, we're going to transfer a photo onto that background. And like I mentioned before, today I'm going to use an image or a photo printed with an inkjet printer, but you can use a laser printer if you want, or a toner-based photocopy. A photo printed with a laser printer will work pretty much the same, not exactly the same, but it's a very similar process to do. Inkjet is just faster and easier to do, but laser is more archival. So laser is better, I think. In order to transfer our photo, we're going to spread a good amount of matte medium and place the photo face down onto the wet matte medium. Now we're going to wait for it to dry for about a minute or so. I'm going to use a craft knife to help me start peeling off the top paper so I can carefully remove it. When I'm done with the top paper, I cover the transfer with a layer of matte varnish, which protects the transfer but also makes the leftover paper disappear. Yeah, it came out pretty nice. I like it a lot. Maybe it's going to be my favorite, I don't know, we'll see. And before we continue to the next background, I just wanted to quickly mention that if you like this process, you're probably going to love my book. It's called the New Mixed Media Photography Book, and the second edition is now available on Amazon. So if you want to dive deeper into this kind of creative work, definitely check it out. And if you prefer the digital PDF version, you can grab it off my website at nitsacreativestudio.com. See you there! Next background type is one that has a vintage vibe. For this we can use our own stained papers, we can use vintage printed papers, or my favorite is to use pages from old books. Okay, so now let's create a vintage background. This one too looks really nice. I really like the vintage look of it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing all the different transfers side by side. It's going to be really interesting to see which one I like better. I really like this one. I don't know, I thought the other one is gonna be my favorite, but I'm not sure now. I'm not sure anymore. Okay, so now to the third background, which is going to be a hand-painted background. So we can obviously use any type of paint we like or any colors we want. We can get really creative with it. And I think I would like to make something really colorful, obviously. I mean, it's not a great surprise. In order to hand paint the background, I'm going to use different brands of colorful acrylic paints. And I guess I made another nice one. And before we're going to look at our 3 different transfers and compare them, I just had an idea to create another transfer, but this time without a background, just a plain transfer. I guess the watercolor paper will be the background. This way we can see if we even need to bother with a background. Maybe it looks fine just the way it is without a background. Anyway, it will be the control transfer. Okay, so now we're ready to check out all our transfers and compare them and see which one works the best and which one we like the best. I'm going to tell you which one I like the best, and I hope you'll do the same and let me know which one is your favorite. Maybe it's the same one like me, but maybe not. We'll see. It will be interesting to find out. Honestly, it's a tough choice for me. I actually like them all, even the one without the background. But if I really had to choose one to put on my wall, it's between the vintage and the colorful papers collage. I guess with the vintage one winning the spot on my wall. Okay, this was so much fun. And yeah, let me know which one is your favorite and why. It will be very interesting to read your opinion, and I can't wait. I hope you enjoyed this video, you know I did, and found it useful in any way. Thank you so much for watching, for commenting, for sharing, and most of all, thank you for your time. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Okay, it's blurry. Never mind. And like I mentioned before, today I'm going to use, did I mention it before? I'm not sure I mentioned it. And like I mentioned today I'm, okay, so why am I so low? It's like I shrunk or something. Hi, nice to see you. Hopefully that's good. We'll see. Thank you so much for watching the bloopers, and I'll see you next time. Bye.